So if you're a lover of plantain and you don't want to frequent the African store to always get plantain, or you want to bulk buy because it's usually cheaper to bulk buy, I got this box of plantain for £38. £28, yeah, £28, yeah. My local African store was selling 38, and I had to get this at the wholesale market, and they are selling 28. And this box of plantain is definitely over 60 pieces of plantain. I lost count. So anyway, if you're a lover of plantain and you're not sure if it's the best thing to freeze your plantain or not, trust me, watch this video and I will share all my experiences with plantain and how to go about it. So as you can see, I bought the box of plantain, and I just washed the skin because I'm going to be handling the skin, and also I'm going to be handling the plantain itself. So cut this plantain in your desired shape or size. So lately I've been taking a break from the regular traditional shape of plantain. You guys know that shape we cut plantain will fry. So I just cut it in half, one plantain in four. So yeah, and after that you want to spice it up, it's your choice, but some I spice, some I don't. So after that, the next step, which is most important, is to pre-freeze. So I've got my my tray here, and I've got my baking paper, that's parchment paper. Put the plantain inside. You can layer it up, 1 2. You see the way I layered this up now, yeah? So the pre-freezing helps to separate the plantain, so you can pre-freeze this overnight or a few hours. Once it's frozen, then you separate the plantain. This step is really important, so it makes it easy for you when you want to deep fry, if you like deep frying, or you want to air fry. And you see this method of wash, cut in different size, pre-freeze, bag and freeze again. That is perfect way you can go about your yam whenever you buy a box of yam. So when it comes to plantain, I would personally advise, when you freeze your plantain, you air fry it. Even when my plantain are not frozen, I prefer air frying because air frying is healthier. I don't have to be drinking oil when deep frying. Yeah, so you air fry. But I would say there are different species of plantain in the UK, and I think I've gotten a fair share of all of it. I've gotten, the last time I got 4 months ago, I got a box of plantain. I'm going to show you guys a video on that later. If you guys remember, those plantain were horrible. Like, some of you will say, don't put salt, don't air fry, freeze, all those things. See, if you come across that species of plantain, you understand what I'm saying. That plantain, even if it's perfectly ripe, semi-ripe, it turns out soggy. You air fry it, it turns out soggy. You deep fry it, it turns out, whether frozen or not. So if you come across that one, don't worry, don't panic, don't let it go to waste. Just like me, I don't let things go to waste. I just air fry it, let it cool, and then it solidifies. Or you can use it for your beans porridge, that's fine, but hopefully you don't come across that plantain because it's not fun at all. So I've just finished bagging the plantain. Over here I just got blanched kales, I sliced. I want to put them in the freezer as well for salads, soups, stews and the rest. So for those of you that like to deep fry, I've had some people say it's good to let the plantain defrost and then you deep fry. I'm not too sure of that, so I can't tell you that works, but you can just deep fry hot oil and then you put in your plantain. So but over here on this day, I'm going to be air frying the plantain. So I just had some chicken inside. Instead of throwing the parchment paper, I used that same pan and I fried the plantain, just 180 degrees Celsius for about 20 minutes thereabout, just turning halfway to 20 or 30 minutes, depends. Yeah, and this is what it looks like. It's really hot. See the way I'm handling this plantain. If it were to be the other species, I'm going to show you guys, by now it must have swollen up, like start like as if it's expanding. I don't know what's happening to that plantain, but you guys see, this is really hot. You can see the way I'm handling it, and it's still firm. So all I can say is get your box of plantain, cut in different shape and size, pre-freeze, freeze, air fry, you just get your result perfect. So this was the plantain I got 4 months ago. I got a box. Oh my god, this plantain, it's the same ripeness with the other one, but it's a different species. It's sweeter, like the sweetness of this one is just too much. So I think the sugar is excessive. So you guys can see the way I'm pre-freezing it. Yeah, you have to put the layering so you can utilize the space in your freezer, and after that freeze again in the main freezer bag. But if you deep fry it, is the worst. Air frying seems to be the best, but just trust the process. However, if you've got a plantain that is not that horrible special I'm talking about, once it's frozen, you can deep fry it and it will come out nice. So when we were getting this most recent plantain, the one you saw at the beginning of the video, we're not sure, we're keeping our finger crossed. We're like, I hope it won't be like the horrible one, but at least I had a way, I discovered more interesting ways to use the plantain. So just even if it turns out soggy, we're not worried, we're not going to be disappointed too much, but we're happy it didn't come out that way. But this is that plantain I was telling you guys about, the soggy ones. It was frozen, air fried, it's currently hot. Can you see the way it's like it's getting all messy, too soft? So the only useful way is just use it for your beans, or you can let it cool and then it solidifies again. That way you can enjoy it if you just want to have plantain. But you know, sometimes plantain is good, it's enjoyable when it's hot or warm. Then for that other plantain, I used to use them for beans porridge. This is chickpea porridge, just an amazing recipe. I think I need to make this again one of these days. So if you want the recipe, let me know. I'm going to drop it in the comment section. So, and when we bulk buy that plantain, the ripe one, we had to get a few unripe one, because unripe plantain in the UK it's a no-go area for me, because these are the kind of plantain that they never turn ripe, they just stay green or end up becoming black. But I was surprised these ones were authentic. And you know that the unripe one are cheaper than the ripe one. I just wish I got a box of this, if I had 2 boxes, because these ones were actually turning ripe like 2 days, the next day it was getting ripe. However, I used it for some plantain crisps. For this, you can either deep fry or air fry. Air fry is a healthier option. And then I boiled them. I also used them for plantain pottage just before they got ripe. And yeah, that's how I do my plantain. So if you find this video really helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, drop a nice comment. I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.